you know what is weird is I'm probably one of the few LPers out there that has no interest at all in making video games. Like, if I were to make video games, I'd probably shoot myself. You know why? It's because I know how much programming it is, and programming sucks. And, like, it's not that it's a lot of programming. Like, you could be a game programmer and still love what you do. But I don't like computer programming. I'm bad at it, and I honestly, I find it painful. And I can't be bothered to go and do computer programming even for like assignments half the time. Like, sometimes I'll go and I'll be like, oh, I'll plot this on MATLAB because it's easier. MATLAB is this program, by the way, that is basically like, it's sort of like a engineering / math software. It runs off of the code C, which every first year engineering student where I go learns a class on C++, but we don't really specifically learn a class on C, which is kind of awkward because there's a lot of classes that are like, you use MATLAB to blah blah blah, and they only say use MATLAB because it's like the one computer program the university actually has like hundreds and thousands of licenses to. Like, it's ridiculous how many MATLAB licenses they have. Jump attack, there we go. And yeah, like, I don't like computer programming. Mind you, maybe like programming in Java or something like that, or like Python is slightly less painful. I don't know. I don't know those languages, so I only know C and C++, and I don't know that much C++. I know quite a bit of C, but not a lot of C++. I mean, I know enough to like output a couple things, like input what is 4 plus 4, or like takes two numbers and inputs them from a user prompt and then adds them together or something like that. I know enough to do that, or like do basic math, but other than that, I mean, I'm really bad at the syntax for C++. The syntax for C++ is really awkward, and like I'm so bad at it that it's kind of painful. What the fuck is this thing doing? Like, it's sitting there inside the floor just like eating something, sort of. It kind of looks like it's eating its own hand. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Whatever. Let's just fight the boss. Hopefully not hit the pedestal several times. There we go. Get out a little bit more in the open here. This is kind of an awkward room to fight a boss in. Basically, you want to hit the one that spins. It's not that hard. Just point the control stick in the direction and then pull out your bow. But yeah, that's why I don't really want to be a video game designer, is because it's a lot of programming and there's a lot of CAD, and it's really difficult. I'm pretty bad at CAD too. I mean, I'm not terrible. I'm better at CAD than I am at computer programming in proportion, but like I'm not good at it either. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm not the greatest person at CAD in the world. Don't get me wrong. By the way, if you don't know what CAD is, computer-aided design. Basically, it's making like 3D models on a computer. Go look it up on Google, because I don't know. I'm too lazy to explain what it properly is. I had an entire class on it in second year, and honestly, I haven't really done it since. So yeah, I mean, I got a B+ in the class, so I did pretty well. I got a C+ in C++ when I took it, so it's better in comparison, but still, it's not great. By the way, this room, you want to push this block generally in like one direction and then just keep it going. I always push to the left first. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do or what. I don't actually know. But as you can probably hear, there's a Skulltula in this room. I'm not going to bother to get it because I have 10. I don't need any more. And if that pissed anybody off that I went and got a Skulltula off screen, I think I did. I can't actually remember, but no, you know what? I think what happened was that I got a different Skulltula when I went and redid my save file. Why did I go in here? There's only arrows in that chest. But yeah, I got a different couple of Skulltulas when I went and redid my save file for when I like got back to where I was before. And shit. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to push the switch down here and then walk up. Stupid me. Don't be retarded. But yeah. what was I saying? I don't know. I completely lost my train of thought. While I was at my workshop yesterday for my graduation, there's this dude that we were doing case studies for this. Basically, they gave you a booklet, and you sat down at a table of maybe like 8 or 10 people or something along those lines, and there were 4 case studies in this booklet, and you were supposed to do one of the 4 case studies based on your table number. So if you table 1, you did case study 1, table 2, case study 2, table 3, case study 3, table 4, case study 4, table 5, case study 1, and so on and so forth. We were table 28, so we had case study number 4, which was probably the easiest one. But anyways, one of the guys, afterwards, you'd read the case study, and then you'd answer the questions at the bottom of the page in a group, and just sort of see like what everybody's opinion on this sort of stuff is. And it's basically like a bunch of ethical stuff, which is, I don't know, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it kind of felt like a waste of time because it took so long. And afterwards, after doing this, you had to nominate somebody from your table, and they'd pick 3 tables at random for every case study. So for the first one, they picked like tables 5, 30, 37, I think it was, and there was one other one, I don't remember. But anyways, at the end, after everybody was done like explaining their answers to these questions, dude, use the arrow, fuck, god damn it, stupid controller was unresponsive. That was not my fault, I swear to God. But anyways, after you answered these questions, like 3 groups went up and gave their answers. Basically, like they'd go and compare it to the answers that the people who were running the workshop got for the same questions. Shit. See, that's why I died the last time, is because, well, actually, that wasn't why I died. I died that time because I was being retarded and just wildly swinging my sword. That was not what you're supposed to do. I'll meet you back at that section of the boss fight. Take that, you fuck! Oh, okay, we're back at this part of the boss fight. Hopefully I don't completely screw it up this time. Looks like no at the start. Hopefully not from now on. There we go, just jump attack him. It basically does the same amount of damage. Do you have a long ping pong match with him on this time? Because sometimes he'll bounce it back and forth like 6 or 7 times. Like if you have a really long one, pull out the big Goron sword and attack him with that, because like it'll be worth it. Dude, you gave me like no time there. It was ridiculous. For some reason, like on the GameCube version of this game, I always have the biggest problem with him like being way too close. And like I don't get a chance to properly attack. Dude, stop sucking at this boss fight. This boss fight is easy. What the hell? It's super easy. Like the only time that I took damage from this guy on my practice file was because I was being retarded and my controller died. But anyways, as I was saying before, I basically had to like go and let's see if I can kill him here. There we go. That wasn't so bad. But anyways, that one dude was being retarded and like busted up to the microphone. He's like, dude, my name's Jan, and I had this big case, and basically we clapped him off the stage. That's the gist of it. Hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like you might be gaining some slight skill, but you have defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. See, if he could banish it to the gap between dimensions, why can't he just do that to you? I mean, seriously? Like, it probably isn't that hard. This one, I'm always worried about collecting the heart piece, but I think it's always, like, at a right angle to where you are between, like, you and the warp out. So I don't think you, like, need to go get it, or I don't think there's really a risk of it appearing, like, right beside you. There might be. I'm not too sure. I don't know how it works. We're back at the Chamber of the Sages inside of another crystal, which is wonderful, I guess. It's kind of weird, but whatever. I don't know why they always teleport you there like that, inside of a crystal. Holy crap, sorry, I just rose from the ground and now she looks like a zombie.
Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I'm high as balls right now, and I believe that you would come, because I know you know. You don't have to explain it to me. because it was destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Dude, I'm so fucking high right now. I'm seeing like blue colors all over the place. Here, have my giant green cookie. No, wait, I want it. I got the munchies, man.
Ugh, that's hard on my voice to do that voice. Like, it's hard on my throat to do that voice, is what I'm saying. And we get some kind of swirly thingy. Apparently the Forest Temple was originally supposed to be the Wind Temple because there's a lot of, like, wind stuff referenced with the Forest Temple. Like the symbol for the Forest Temple. There's something later in the game that has to do with the Forest Temple that has a lot of wind puzzles in it. And it's very odd. I don't really know. Anyways, we get teleported back here to the Great Deku Tree. Why? For what is quite possibly, like, the longest cutscene in the entire game. Like, this might be the longest set of cutscenes in the whole game. It's ridiculous. Because you beat the boss, and basically, like, there's a cutscene. You get to play for 3 seconds, and then another cutscene, and then it teleports you back, and then another cutscene, and then, yeah, this dude is just sort of chilling here. Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Well, why couldn't we do it 7 years ago, besides the fact that I didn't have the hook shot? Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri, you're actually a Hylian. I'm happy to finally reveal this secret to you. This is such a derpy tree. Just look at his mouth. He's got like that weird, like, =3 cat mouth or something like that. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. And apparently everything was black and on fire, just as Ganondorf wanted it. One day, to escape from the fires of war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that there was a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now, finally, the day of destiny has come. The day where the Deku Tree goes and burns everything to the ground and kills everybody, because I fucking hate all of you. You are a Hylian, and we're always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now, Kevdog, break the curses on all the temples, and return peace to Hyrule. Okay, so basically, what we can do now is, actually the quickest thing to do right now, is to actually save and quit, and go back to the Temple of Light, because I'm actually going to do something kind of odd right now. But I will meet you at the Temple of Light next time on Ocarina of Time, so I will see you guys then. Goodbye, and thank you for watching. Now you've will.
Oh!
No cutscene.
Hi, Hunter. Why do I say hi, Hunter, for the sake of the video?
I don't know, you'd think your viewers would want to say hi to me.
Yeah, probably.
Your viewers probably get more excited about me being on here than you being on here.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably not even going to put in the video title that you were on here because it's like halfway through a video, though.
Yeah, just have everyone be surprised.
Yep. Just like, wait, what the fuck?
Coming out of nowhere.
What's this guy doing here?
Why is there 2 people now?
Yeah. Who is this guy and where did he come from? So do you want to do the bottom of the well first, or do you want to do the water temple?
I was about to say, I don't think you can do the bottom of the well before the water temple, but that's the shadow temple.
Yeah. You can do the bottom of the well whenever.
I don't care. Are you having me stay for both?
If you want to stay for both, I mean, I said the water temple initially.
I don't care. I mean, it's up to you. It's your videos. I'm perfectly fine. I mean, frankly, this is taking my mind off of what is probably the worst night I've had since like 2012.
Really? I think you're being a little over dramatic about that.
I'm actually entirely serious, because, like, usually I don't have bad nights, so it's not an exaggeration when I say this is the worst nights I've had since 2012. It's just, most nights are not bad for me.
No, you don't like
What?
that song?
I don't even know what you're singing.
Oh, it's like an Eagles song.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Is that a band?
Yes. Is that a band? Really?
I told you I've never heard of it.
Did you just ask if the Eagles were a band?
I told you I've never heard of it.
Oh my god. How have you never heard of the Beatles? Eagles.
The Beatles, I was supposed to say, I know of the Beatles. I've never actually listened to the Beatles, though.
Oh,
I've
shit.
also never listened to the Rolling Stones.
Dude, I love the Rolling Stones. Me and my friend did like a jam session and we busted into like a punk version of Jumping Jack Flash. It was really awesome.
Like, how you are with movies is how I am with older rock bands. If you were to name any older rock band, I probably wouldn't know them.
Okay. I'm terrible with movies, so... I guess it's fair, for sure.
I really hope one of these videos gets called Vortexes.
Vortexes?
Or Vortexes, as I called it.
Vortexans.
You know, I thought that when I first made the Hortexes video. I was like, people are going to think I'm saying, like, Hortexes.
Vortexans. Yeah.
Nobody likes Texas anyways. The only people who like Texas are Texans, and even half the people in Texas don't like Texas.
What's so bad about Texas, anyways?
It's stupid, and it's
Also
overly
dumb.
large.
It may be stupid, but it's also dumb.
It's too fat.
I love how Link's head just clipped through the gate.
I know, I was about to say, how the hell did you get through that?
I'm terrible at these menus.
You need a red shirt.
Why?
Your wardrobe is incomplete.
I don't really care that much. It was out of the way.
Suck.
It's like 8 seconds out of the way. I really hope I remember how to do this temple.
Well, you should, considering like we did it together, like back in
October.
what, like October, November.
Sometime in then. That's a while ago. But I did do it
is,
like a month
honestly,
ago.
like, what's funny is, unless I'm remembering wrong, that actually was the first time we ever commentated together.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, with you on the water temple in my LP.
It was
And
really...
you can actually kind of tell because we were like really awkward together back
Yeah.
then.
I was like... I don't even know what I was like. I was sort of talking like awkwardly high-pitched.
And you were like, you just sounded really baked. You were just kind of like, for like most of it.
That's because I was. Like, I'm not even kidding, I was.
Everyone's probably gonna think I'm baked for this because like anybody who actually knows me is gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with him tonight?
Oh my god, Hunter's like dying of AIDS or something along those lines.
Hunter's so depressed tonight. What's happening?
Rudo, shut the fuck up and fly up. Nobody cares about your, like, woman problems.
I didn't even check if I'm recording this.
Oh.
Okay, I am.
Yeah, I'm recording it either way, so...
Yeah, I am. Sometimes I forget. Like, I can't tell you, like, probably at least 5 times I've done an entire recording of, like, gameplay without recording the audio.
Yeah, I've done that a lot. I generally just, like, leave the video and record the audio again.
Yeah, like, I'll post-commentate, because it's just like, oh, God.
I'll always say that I post-commentated, though.
Yeah, I think I do, too. A lot of times, my original plan for my LPs was, like, for, like, I think... I don't remember what it was. It might have been my Legacy of Goku LP, but I remember, like, one of the very first LPs I have posted, the entirety of the LP was I recorded every single video and then did audio afterwards.
Yeah, well, that's a lot easier to do for commentary.
Yeah, but then, like, it became very non-authentic. Like, none of my reactions were what I was thinking, like, in that moment. Like if you experience something and you're like, oh shit, while you're playing, and then you, like, go back and post-commentate without that,
yeah,
and then that happens, you're just kind of like, oh shit, like, it doesn't have that real feel of it. And
yeah,
that's why
it's just kind of
it.
awkward if you do it.
Plus, it's like, it takes twice as long to do it then, because not only are you having to film the gameplay, then you have to go back and watch the entire thing, and that's not even with the editing. So with editing it and then post-commentating, you have to watch it like 3 different times.
I'm trying to glitch this out so I don't have to come back here.
Don't you have Pharaoh's Wind? Everybody I know always says to
Oh
use that.
shit,
No,
I
never did.
almost got it. I just watched like a speed run of this temple and they did that and I was like super impressed, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna impress the living crap out of everybody.
The whole like one person actually watching this LP, since I don't.
Yep, basically. Melinda.
Possibly Tyler.
I hate these things. They're the worst enemies in the entire game.
Yeah, it's because like even when you hit them, half the time you don't hit them.
Yeah, they're so annoying. Like,
Why aren't you using the hook shot?
because, like, these are legit the worst enemies in the entire game because, like, that. The hook shot has a delay, but you have to press it like 3 times for it to actually do anything.
For anyone actually watching this video, even though no one is, this actually is making me feel better because I saw that coming.
You saw me dying coming?
Yes, I
Like-
saw you dying and coming.
What the fuck? That was really odd.
I like how anytime you kind of glitch through the wall, it looks like the room that you fight Shadow Link in.
Actually? I didn't
Yeah, it
actually
does.
notice.
Yeah, you'll have to see it in post commentary and like right on the video, just be like, oh yeah, Hunter was right because he's cool.
So you know what's weird is like half the time when I'm watching my videos in post, I see like randomly it'll flick back a bunch of frames, like a certain number of frames for no reason in particular.
Yeah, like, the water temple is really bad for glitching out.
Yeah. I don't know
Especially the
why.
walls and stuff.
I don't know why everybody seems to have such a huge problem with this temple too. Like, watch, now that I say that, I'm gonna die like a billion times.
Oh, you've already died once.
Well, that
Are you
doesn't...
gonna get are you gonna get the 4th bottle?
No. It's not worth the time.
It really isn't. Like, I wanted to 100% Ocarina of Time game, but it's still like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, 100%ing also counts all the gold Skulltulas too.
That's not difficult, it's just so time consuming.
Oh, does this...
The getting the final quiver is like genuinely difficult.
Yeah, I think this room just has a Skulltula in it. Yeah, getting
You
the
getting
final
Skulltula?
quiver, it's not really worth it. Why am I using this sword?
That is the perplexing mystery.
That is the
Kevin.
question of the day.
That's the puzzle.
Why do they call it puzzles? I'm just gonna depress you even more.
I know.
If anyone wants context, Hunter's depressed because he just watched the How I Met Your Mother finale.
And it was legitimately like the worst thing I've seen ever.
Other than The Sopranos, where they just stop mid-sentence.
I've never actually seen that either.
No, me neither.
I know of it, but I've never seen it. I'm like,
I know that
think-
was apparently the biggest bitch slap in TV history. It's like one of the greatest shows of all time, and they ended
the
it
only
mid-sentence.
the only thing worse than the finale of How I Met Your Mother was them changing the voice actors on Pokemon.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
I would still watch Pokemon if they had kept the original voice actors.
I don't think I would. I think I stopped watching around like halfway through season 1.
I loved season 1 and all the Johto stuff. The only reason I didn't like the Hoenn stuff, I liked it because it still had the original voice actors, but they started focusing entirely on like the Pokemon contests, and it was just like,
Yeah, I was
you can't-
never a big
You can't
fan
have a
of that.
series of Pokemon and focus it on the contests. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it was something for people who didn't really, like, get battling. It was supposed to be, like, for younger audiences, I think. But
Yeah,
at the
but
same
it just-
time, it sucked.
I did a couple contests back in Gen 3, and like it wasn't horrible, it wasn't bad or anything, but it was just like it wasn't great.
Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to having to do those. I might just not do it in my LP.
I wouldn't do it. I didn't do it in mine.
It's really boring, and I was tortured enough by the Battle Frontier.
Are you gonna LP yellow version?
Maybe in the very distant future, but probably
So
not.
I remember how saying we both talked about LPing it, and I actually decided, because I was saying how like I kind of wish I'd LP'd red version rather than doing a walkthrough of it, and how I might do yellow version instead. I actually decided, since I own Fire Red, I might actually just LP that, and it would let you do yellow.
Yeah, well, I own Leaf Green anyways. Like, it doesn't really matter.
I have a bootleg of Fire Red and a bootleg of Emerald.
I have a bootleg of like every Pokemon game.
Like a bootleg to the point that like I think it was my Emerald version. Like I honestly don't remember. It was either Fire Red or Emerald, but one of them, as soon as you beat the Pokemon League and save, the entire file deletes.
Wow, that's kind of shitty. That's basically playing on an emulator.
Yeah, I think it was Emerald version, or maybe not. It was something because like I remember that like. Yeah, it was Emerald version, because I got really excited about getting one of the post, like, Latios or Latias, and then it just automatically deleted my game.
Wow, that is terrible.
Set a bomb down.
I'll just do it this way. The only reason I didn't make it last time was because of the camera.
Camera? Oh my god, the camera.
Because they give, like, an upskirt shot instead
Melinda
of, like...
was making fun of me for that earlier.
Wait, who was?
Melinda. And
Yeah.
She's watching my Banjo-Kazooie LP, and, like, she was saying how, like, because, like, in, like, video 3, I kept on going, the camera, dude, the camera, dude, the camera. And then she's like, you know, just press R button and it fixes the camera, and I was like, shit.
Yeah, well, half of these N64 games, that's the biggest issue, is you're fighting the camera the entire time. Like this game, for instance. That's why I love Wind Waker, is because the camera is, like, the greatest camera in any game.